Look here. We don't care because we're not going to do it.
So apparently Onision is...
Oh no. Hold on. Hold on. I have the wrong sound output, I think.
being sued.
There we go.
If you don't remember Onision, he's an old YouTuber that has had a lot of allegations. Chris Hansen was looking into him at one point. There was news about I believe his daughter fell from a second-story window and broke her arms and legs. There's a big rabbit hole when it comes to Onision, and but apparently he's getting sued, and we're going to watch old Charlie here, with the creepiest YouTuber ever, is finally being sued, and see what the news is.
Now I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm not going to say it because we're on Twitch, but for those of you who are wondering and may come across this at some point and want to make a video on Twitch or something, apparently they take an issue with this word right here. I don't know why, but when I tried to put that into my title, that's a word that is not allowed on Twitch. So I had to figure out which one of the words was not allowed, and it was this one. Once I took that word out of my title for the video today, we were able to have a title for the stream. So I don't know why the hell you would get rid of creep. That's a pretty simple word for people who are, you know, doing shady things toward other people.
Let's just jump right into it.
Throughout the history of YouTube, there's of course...
Also, I love Moist Critical. Moist Critical is excellent. Absolutely excellent. I typically don't pay attention so much to a lot of the drama unless it's directly involving him. So I don't know what his take on this was, but just as a reference, since a lot of the time these videos for drama involve people that I have no idea who they are, I do know Moist Critical. Moist Critical is great.
There's been no shortage of creeps on the platform. However, there's always existed one champion atop this mountain of weirdos, one alpha goober, who is more laughably pathetic
The alpha goober.
and dangerously unhinged than all of the rest. His name used to send shivers down the spines of all parents.
God, what a build-up, man. Onision, just, oh my God.
His name has long since been...
That right there is one of the reasons I love Onision. He does excellent with his video build-ups and intros into topics. Whenever he's talking about something, it's always on point the way that he does that. It's excellent.
Forgotten, like an ancient threat. He's like the Sauron of YouTube.
This explanation is so good. long ago, the name that we've forgotten, we dare not speak it.
The Thanos of online accused predators. His name is Onision.
There we go. Oh, I think I said Onision. Oh, Onion Boy. Oh, man. Yeah, there are allegations of him, like, grooming fans, and there's all kinds of allegations and stuff. Like, I'm
Nasty.
Allegations because I don't want to get sued, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's been proven and what hasn't been, honestly, because I've just kind of avoided the whole thing. But, like, again, like Charlie said, he's kind of the YouTube boogeyman, so when I saw the video come up of being sued, I was like, well, I gotta watch this. I gotta see what's going on. Because, like I said,
See, and that's like the same boat I'm in. Like, I don't pay attention to this type of stuff. Like, I just don't care. It's not that I don't care that these people exist and they do this. It's the fact that I just don't care to keep up with what is going on in regards to this taking place with specific people. It'll only infuriate me because of the fact that I have literally created pink mist from human blood bags for what I would consider less, and was paid for it by the United States government. So it just strikes a specific nerve with me that I just tend to not involve myself in being aware of to details of this degree.
he tried. What happened? Was it that he tried to sue Chris Hansen, but sued the wrong Chris Hansen? And so some other dude named Chris Hansen shows up to court like,
What?
like, what's going on?
Wow.
I never happened investigation. I think Chris himself had gotten in some trouble with the law during that time, but I guess they dropped the whole thing. There's like an FBI investigation going on. Jeez.
Yeah. He is now facing his biggest lawsuit yet for his alleged grooming and solicitation of pictures of underage girls, as well as a lot of other really awful things.
It's all coming together here. Controversial former YouTube star Onision is being sued for alleged grooming. He uses popular YouTube page to solicit underage followers. Yeah, I'm surprised it's taken this long for I think he's been sued before, but I don't know if this is
How long has it been off the platform?
Well, I don't even know if he's. Jeez, yeah, like I said, I'm not. I stopped keeping up with it. I don't think he's on YouTube anymore. No, he started a kids channel at one point. What? I really should have done my research when you're making this video so I can tell you guys all about it, but I figured Charlie's going to tell us all about it anyway.
Talking about Onision in 2023 is like talking about a 1970s obscure act.
Oh my god, this is new Onision? I thought this would be older shit and was kind of curious and just kept my mouth shut because this looks like newer Moist Critical studio setup, right? So I was just kind of like, what the fuck? But that explains it. God damn.
Movie villain that no one remembers. It's just been so long since anyone's actually talked about him.
It's true. Like, no one ever talks about this anymore unless they're, like, making fun of him. Does he still have a channel on here? He does, okay. Yeah, he has, like, this cool anime character. Yeah. Was he getting recently? Oh, 2 days ago, thank you for giving my life meaning. Okay, alright. Well, maybe that's worth looking into, too, and see what that's about. But, yeah.
Yeah, we watched that one. I think that was the last one we watched, and it was his, like, goodbye, I'm stepping away to do family stuff, which is a sensible thing for most people to take if, you know, you're spending 18 of your 24-hour day on creating content and working on coming up with content, editing content, etc., and you're not spending time with your family. That's a sensible issue to have. However, this is also the first video he had after 3 years of not having any videos on the platform. So, there is that.
Yeah. Before that, I don't know how much stuff's been deleted, but, like, try to bring the banana song back a couple.
Exactly.
3, 4, probably more times. 5, yeah, and that's just okay. You gotta ride that one hit. Huh. I think he wrote a book as well. There's actually a comment about it. And this is the kind of guy who would write 3 books full of cringe and self-inserts, making himself a total badass and being completely oblivious to the fact that he'd be making a fool of himself. Oh, wait, he actually did that! The official website. You can get some art. You can get blocked by him if you pay him $5. And he'll follow you on social media, and he'll text you for $50.
For $90 we can get an interview?
Yeah, and you can also license...
Who the fuck would pay him to block them on social media or, like, to follow them? Like, what the fuck kind of self-derangement do you have to have about your own opinion of yourself to what level does that have to be? To think that you deserve money just for clicking a follow button on someone's social media, when on most social media platforms you can follow and ignore. So you follow their page, but you see none of their content, right? It's not like you're making a payment that he's going to follow your content, ever see it, or ever interact with it. He could follow you and then remove you. Like, who gives a shit? Why would you? What?
This is a video. If you want to watch one,
ridiculous.
You pay him $100. So I guess if we're going to react to like his.
Licensing Onision content is literally the only thing up there that actually makes sense, by the way. Like, that's content he has made that if you would like to use, he wants $100 of compensation for. That's perfectly fair.
Give my life meaning video, then we're going to have to get it licensed. Anyway, tell us more about it.
He is still active on Twitter and posts just unbearable, unreadable garbage. Things like, what if I hugged you and then buried my tongue deep inside your ass, and then I fished around in there for dingleberries? Would you like that, my naughty princess? Would you get scratched for me?
What? Oh, hang on.
Good lord. Good lord. See, that's what I'm talking about, though. Those edits. On point.
Is that a real tweet?
Is this on Twitter? Does that really say OnlyFans model?
Oh, yeah. He's got OnlyFans, not safe for work OnlyFans. He's got music.
Who fucking wants that? Who wants that? I mean, really, like, does he actually have any good music, or did he just get lucky with a song? Like, come on now.
Oh, he's the
This
whole
guy
package, man.
tries to call himself all kinds of
He's
shit.
the villain. I don't know why.
He actually puts in there that he's an OnlyFans model, a musician, and an author. How good did his books do? And name an album. Not a song, an album.
Looks like yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. Sorry, I need to get my news from Charlie's.
I'll go ahead and give you like a brief history of him, since I'm sure most of you don't even remember the shit stain that he
Yeah,
left.
there we go. That's what I need. I need the brief refresher of like what's even happened.
But really, what blew
Yeah,
up
the
his
banana.
channel was this video, the banana song, I'm a Banana. And it's during that era of YouTube where everything was just like XD random and making silly songs like spoon, spork, I got a spoon, a
True.
spork, sporky spoon, like that kind of.
Like somebody to remix that. That would be a banger right there.
I got a spoon, a spork, spoon, spork, sporky, 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 spoon, sporky, spork, got a spoon.
Hi. If you use Steam, the PC game platform,
It's
you
fantastic.
could be entitled to 100.
Get out of here.
He's not wrong. The old YouTube God was so like,
Sporky, sporky, sporky.
yeah, it just the most random junk. Get your nan cat. What was the old girl's name? Poppy or something like that. Like the emo looking girl. It was like, oh my god, and everyone just like on the internet loved it for some reason.
From there grew 3 channels.
That phase of YouTube is why it took me so long to actually care to consume anything on YouTube. It was just full of content that I typically did not like, and the only content that I could find that I did like was specific videos, like music videos that existed on YouTube that were from actual bands, which typically were easier to find on MySpace, to be perfectly honest, and that was where I would do that at more often. And skateboarding videos. Skateboarding videos were some of the easiest things for us to find on YouTube at the time back then as a skateboarder. That was essentially all that I really watched on YouTube was skateboarding videos.
Channels with over 1 million subs each, one of them over 2 million, which for its time was unheard of. He was one of the biggest channels YouTube had.
Yeah, he had a really big name.
Yep, and he was like one of the big dudes back in the day. I mean, that was like back in the day when I think when PewDiePie passed Smosh for the biggest channel on YouTube was like around 10 million subs or something like that. Like my channel back in the day was like in comparison to the whole thing. Like I think I had 1 million when like Ray William Johnson or someone had like 4 million, I think. So like
Now, if you guys don't know who Ray William Johnson is, I highly suggest you look it up. He had some of the funniest fucking videos that you could have on YouTube back in the day. It was excellent. Granted, some of it you might need to take, just keep in mind, in the last several years, well, not even several, but in the last handful of years, there's been an incredible shift in what is and is not acceptable as a joke. His whole channel was nothing but jokes, and it was hilarious.
the gap was much smaller back then of like how big you could be. Now, like, you know, you got dudes like 100 million, right? And you boys are still back here. You know, we're closing on 5. We're gonna get there. My career goal is to get to 10 million subs, and you know, at the rate that it's going, I'm gonna be making videos from 70, and we'll eventually get there, though. Just keep hoping.
We're gonna get there, baby.
Yeah. But anyways, YouTube was a much different place. Is the kind of the point of what we're talking about.
He had a website where his audience of mostly young teenage girls would send pictures of themselves that he would grade.
What the fuck? See, like that right there, immediate issue. Immediate issue. Nope.
Oh yeah. I forgot all about that until you mentioned it. I completely forgot about that.
See, I wasn't an Onision person at all. He wasn't a skateboarder.
Before Snapchat existed, you know, he was like, "Yo, send me some pictures," you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, see, Onision wasn't a skateboarder and he wasn't Ray William Johnson. Like, so if you weren't making just really funny content or skateboarding videos, once the algorithm actually started to work out better, and it wasn't just the random videos and shit that would happen, but they actually started to have the algorithm function in a way that you could find the things that you enjoyed. It was basically like comedy. People like Ray William Johnson who were making their own like funny videos, and then as well as things like Steve-O or Jackass type of stuff, and then you also had all the skateboarding videos, like I said, and then stand-up comedians. And that was my entire YouTube. And I didn't hardly ever use it. Still, like, the majority of what I would watch on YouTube was skateboarding videos. And it's not even like, it was like 50, 60%. No, skateboarding videos was like 85, 90% of my YouTube time.
I'll grade you. Did he grade them in videos?
I don't think so.
Okay, still.
If he did it, they were deleted, yeah, but yeah.
I don't give a shit if Onision was grading these photos of little girls as video content or not. What the fuck?
As like, there's been quite a few YouTubers that have come through that have like gotten for their time massive success, and then just completely like seemingly like lose their minds and just go off the rails and just do like this crazy stuff. It's pretty rare, but it's happened. Actually, it's not that rare. Now I'm thinking about it. Anyway, it happens, and Onision was definitely like one of those people that really just got lost in the sauce.
This is a bad guy, and the controversies only continued to grow over the years. It got to a point where Chris Hansen investigated him. I think.
Yeah, that's what I was like Charlie telling you. I should just like link his video and say we've been watching it. Chris Hansen came after him. Yeah, the FBI was investigating him.
I think I remember us.
We did make a video, I think, about it. I think we did. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
I believe we did.
yeah, like Chris Hansen was outside of his door, and I don't remember if it was like a parody or
No,
what.
yeah, that's what it was. Like he was like outside the door trying to interview him. He had like the cops there. He called the cops on Chris Hansen, and Chris Hansen was like, "I'm just here trying to get." And they were like, "Yo, what's up? I love your show. You know, wow, we got a lot of bad guys off the street." Yeah, and then he tried to sue him, and that's when he sued some other guy that was named Chris Hansen.
He started an OnlyFans page which focused on sport porn of him. It's not even really worth going down that road.
like if Charlie looks disgusting thinking about it, I don't even want to look. I don't even want to Google it and try to like see if someone thinks anything. I don't even want to.
Nope.
Want to look at it.
Not interested. That explains his OnlyFans, right? It's just a bunch of spork stuff, right? Jesus Christ.
A couple years ago, where everyone was laughing at him because he showed up in a bulletproof vest.
Oh yeah, he had the bulletproof vest on. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, oh God, I can't believe I forgot about all this stuff.
What?
I've removed it all from my brain. Yeah, I think we even talked about this. He showed up, he had a bulletproof, like, people were like, he looks kind of like, he's got something under there, but, like, from the back, you can see he has a bulletproof vest on because someone may try to assassinate him.
He was actually suing Chris Hansen, but ended up suing the wrong Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
And Onision is so unbelievably fucking stupid, he's an absolute bumbling idiot that he decided to represent himself in court.
He represented himself in court, too.
Of course he represented himself in court. He sued the wrong Chris Hansen. Like he didn't even look into making sure he got the right fucking person on the lawsuit. Come on.
Oh, no. It's like, whenever you, like, hear about all this stuff, it's like, this dude can't be real. Like, he can't be a real guy.
Yeah, he can. He's just that dumb.
Wow. He is.
Like, how did he get so many subscribers? What is this?
He had a banana costume and did a song, and, you know.
God.
And he is facing, by far, his biggest lawsuit yet. They put out a statement a few days ago breaking down everything. The entire 48-page lawsuit is available.
48-page lawsuit?
48?
Oh, my God.
Wait. There's another person involved? Who's Kai?
Yeah, see, and I pay such little attention to this type of shit. I didn't know Kai was wrapped up in it as well. So, there you have it.
I think it's just part of it. Oh, dude. Yeah. Oh, dude. I forgot about this whole thing, too. Oh, my God. Mary's probably watched this video and just rolling, like, he's like, how did you... Mary tells me about all this stuff. She keeps up with it. Yeah, so, yeah. Kai, it's such a... Hang on, I gotta go ask. I gotta get the new... I gotta get a refresher from Mary real quick so I can explain it correctly.
All right. Get the TLDR.
Porkies.
I went and visited the lore professional. And,
all right.
So there's been multiple, actually. And
Jesus.
They're fans, and they move into the house with them.
What?
The younger fans, they move into the house with them, and then, like, the whole grooming thing.
So they are actually not just grooming; they're actually being predators. You're getting these people to move into the house with you, as well. Like that, you're being predators.
And then they end up doing like all the housework and all the domestic stuff around the house. is what the story is, and what like they've come out and said.
Dude,
And
that's like a cult, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the Onision cult. Yeah, exactly. And one of them, he married one of them, I believe.
Oh my god.
Oh. We've been going through this video, it's kind of like ha 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 ha, but then when you actually like what has happened and you like think about it, you're just like, whoa. That's why Chris Hansen was investigating him.
Oh, Chris, tase him!
5 counts alleged in the filing. This is just an
5
article
counts.
breaking down the situation.
Oh my god. Violation of trafficking victims. Oh my god, trafficking?
Oh.
Sex
Oh
trafficking.
my god.
Personal injuries related to possession, industry of child. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Yep.
Seeking
Dude,
damages.
this guy's like the worst of the worst.
Of course they're getting trafficking because they're getting these people to move in with them, right? They're doing a whole lot more than what it probably looks like on the surface.
I am, however, excited to see Onision's newest breakdown video that he'll likely make for this. He's notorious for filming him.
Let's see, he's got the breakdown videos. Well, he did upload one 2 days ago. So now that everyone's talking about it, he's made a video. Again, like these are on different channels because he always deletes them, but he goes and has like a big meltdown about whatever the stuff involving him is, and he just like rambles and doesn't make any sense.
This one, I think, is
Motherfucker.
far more serious for him since this carries huge sentencing should he be found guilty on all of these things.
If he gets found guilty on all these things, he's not going to make it out of jail.
Ooh,
Like he's going to be one of the guys
not.
that you read about in the obituary after he goes to jail, you know?
Yeah.
Not likely. Not likely. People who do this type of thing typically end up in like a protective custody kind of a situation when they're in prison, and they're not out like in the yard and in gin pop with everybody else. Like they're out there with each other, not all the gang members and stuff, typically speaking. So
Yeah, this one's gonna get coverage kind of like the Johnny Depp.
sometimes they are, but not usually.
I want to keep up with it because I want to see the hammer come down. I swear to God, I would not even know about this if I didn't. If Charlie didn't make a video about it. I don't know how he finds all this news, man. I don't know how he does it. He's my news channel now.
Right.
Yeah, like this guy. I completely forgot this existed. Yep. My girlfriend once told me she was groomed by Onision when she was around 13. One day she had a growth spurt and looked older than she actually was in pictures, so he lost interest and blocked her. What? Is that true? Holy crap.
I wouldn't doubt that that's true. It probably has a specific age limit that he is interested in, and that's what he's interested in.
Anyway, yeah, everything's disgusting about it. Like, I don't even want to. This is why I forgot everything to begin with, because it's like I just slide that sludge right out my brain and throw it in the trash can and never think about it again. And I live happily ever after. But man,
He's back, and he's back.
Oh, boy.
He could potentially be paying for all of that now.
Could be, but like I said, that's yeah. I don't follow that type of stuff. It bothers the shit out of me. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna watch the "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" now.